everyone, it's Ruby and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I haven't done one of these in ages, and I thought because it's coming to the end of my year 10 year, it would be a good time to do it. And it's also coming towards my mocks because I start my mocks next week. It's Sunday today and I start them next week on Thursday. So it's kind of a very school related Q&A. So on my story today I put up school and life questions for a YouTube video. So it's kind of a mix of like school questions and then also like my life if you want to know anything about it, just to kind of catch up with you guys and just answer any questions you want me to answer. Let's just get right into it. Well, this is a good one to start on. It's not school related, but it's a good one to start on. Also, if you see like a water bottle lid, it's because I've got a hot water bottle on because my stomach is killing. Summer plans. My summer's actually quite interesting. I was like kind of holding off to tell you guys because I wanted it to be almost a surprise, but it still is if I don't tell you where I'm going. I am going on holiday this summer. It's the first time I'm going on holiday since like abroad since like COVID, I'm pretty sure. So I'm so excited, especially because the place we're going to, it's so exciting. I've never been there before. It's not Spain, it's somewhere very exciting, and that's all I'm gonna say. You will definitely get content on that. So yeah, my summer's gonna be nice because I get to go on holiday. I'm seeing a lot of friends and family as well, so it should be a good summer. Favorite type of videos to film? I think my favorite type of video to film is I'm filming. Someone just started playing some video. My favourite type of videos to film, I think, would be a clothing haul or like a vlog. I think I haven't done a vlog in ages, which is like taking you around my day. But I do love doing clothing hauls because I get clothes, obviously, and also I just enjoy filming them. I like reviewing clothes online. I find it really nice. If I go on YouTube, I'll watch like clothing hauls as well because I like to see people's reactions to stuff before I decide to buy it. Yeah, I enjoy them because I like to watch them as well as do them. What do you want to do when you have finished school? So yeah, I think any teenager who gets asked that question always says they don't know, and to be honest, I'm the same. I have like thought about it, but I've got like so many different things in my mind. Like one part of me wants to do acting, another part of me wants to do presenting, another part of me wants to like, I've always loved the idea of being like a detective type of thing. Like I don't know if you've watched it, but there's this show called The Mentalist and I just love his character and his job looks so cool. It's like obviously very different jobs there. I haven't like decided, but for that sort of job I need good science, and to be straight with you, science is not my specialty. I'm not very good at science. It's just never, I actually like it, like I enjoy the lesson, I find it interesting. I just don't get it. How do you revise? I haven't done my GCSEs yet. There's probably other people who've revised for their GCSEs and are like just finishing it or did it a couple years ago. They could probably give you more like straight to the point advice because they've done theirs. For my mocks and in general, I think the best way to revise, especially for me, I found is doing past papers. They are such a good way to kind of get your mind, like your bearings on like the way they ask questions in like an exam. Also, a lot of the questions they ask, you'll probably be asked, just different like questions, but like the wording, it's really nice to just go through past papers online and then just like kind of get your head around it. It's a really good way to revise. I find like copying from a book so difficult. There's just too much information, and like it's just so much easier for me to do past papers. I just much prefer doing them, and obviously because they are in the style of an exam question, it's so good to like just keep repeating them until you understand. You can also see the mark scheme when you go on certain ones. You get the paper with the questions and then you get the mark scheme for it with the answers and like the way it's marked, which is a really good way to look as well, so you can remember like ways you can like get extra marks for it if you got it wrong. I just read a question and it said how much your friends, and I thought it was referring to like how much do you pay your friends. I'm like, what? I don't know if that means how many friends do you have, how much your friends, how many friends. I'm just gonna act like that's the question. I don't know, like I feel like there's a difference between like close friends and then like just like people you're like mutual with and just nice to. Close friends wise, I'd say I have like 4 close friends, 2 really close friends at most. I don't have that many friends. I think people, because I do YouTube, expect me to have like a massive friend group, but I actually don't. Dream holiday destination, Greece. Always has been, always will. Since I watched Mamma Mia, I think a lot of people can relate. It looks so pretty. I think it would just be like my favourite place ever. But I also have always wanted to go to Paris and New York as well. They're just completely different to Greece, aren't they? They're like more of city type places. What's your best advice for toxic friendships? I don't think I've ever been in a toxic friendship necessarily, but I've dealt with toxic people before. I think my number one thing would be, like you are aware of what's going on, and if you are uncomfortable in any way, if they make you feel bad about yourself when you're around them, then there is genuinely no point in being in friendship with them, because you will go through your head and try and make yourself feel like, oh, this is a nice quality about them. But if there's any part of you that feels bad around them, then why are you wasting your time doing that? I would literally, I know it's hard to like say when like you're not actually in the situation, but don't put yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. It's really as simple as that. Like if you are in a toxic friendship, end it. Like don't deal with that stuff. It's not worth it, and it's just a waste of your time. There's so many nicer people out there. Do you still dance? I stopped dance a while ago. I like used to do dance like religiously. It was like my number one hobby. I did it every day after school, but I think because I got signed up to so many lessons and I did so many, I just started cutting them down, especially after COVID when I was doing it online. I didn't really enjoy it, and I cut down loads of lessons, and when I went back I just stopped enjoying it. So then I kind of cut down to only one lesson. I did commercial for a bit, which I actually enjoyed. Then I just like started to just like not want to go, and I just think I was just kind of at my end with it. I didn't enjoy the lessons as much as I did, and I just stopped. Like I don't know if one day I'll go back to it, I don't know, but like I still do really love dance. Like it was always my hobby, but I don't know, I think I just got fed up of doing it like every day like constantly. This kind of connects to the question, what's your favorite hobby? I have like 3 hobbies. If it's physical wise, I do badminton and tennis, but obviously I do YouTube as well, like drawing and like listening to music. I would say at the moment I really like tennis. I used to play it all the time when I was online school with my dad, but then I stopped when I went back to school, but now I'm getting back into it. Can't say I'm good at it at the moment, I'm getting better, but I do really enjoy it. Is it hard in year 10 than the other years? 1000%. Like I'm gonna be really honest, year 7 I found very difficult because it's like a whole new school, everything's a lot bigger and just like intimidating. I found that was a really big step up, but from year 7 to year 9 it's kind of just the same. I found it quite easy, mostly because I was online schooled for a bit, but when I even went back to school in year 9 I found it just pretty simple. Year 10 is like just like a huge step up. It's all about your GCSEs, honestly. I can imagine that year 11 is like 10 times harder, but we'll find out, won't we? But yeah, year 10 is harder, I'm gonna be honest. Like it's a lot different. Like I would even describe it as more like strict and just like getting your head down, because it's just about GCSEs then. Year 9 and downwards, I feel like no one tries as hard as they do when it gets to year 10. Favorite music? I'm one of those annoying people who listens to random songs. Like I don't have a specific person I listen to. Oh, that's a lie. That is a lie. I literally love the Arctic Monkeys. I really love their music. My best friend Amelia actually went to see them a couple months ago. I was so jealous, and she like wouldn't stop talking about it because it was just so good. Oh yeah, Eminem. I love Eminem as well. What are your grades like? What do you get normally? I got my progress report back a couple months ago. I can't find it, but I can tell you how I'm doing in my classes. I'll be 100% honest. English, I think I am doing okay. I think it's definitely harder than the past years. Like English is so much harder. Like poetry, I don't like. I really don't like. But I think that I'm getting through it all right. Drama, I think I'm doing well in, and music, I think I'm doing well in. Some of the theory is difficult, but I think that I'm doing okay. Art, I think I'm doing well in as well. Maths, I think I'm okay. I think I've always struggled with maths as a subject, but I think I'm actually okay at it. Science, I'm like struggling with science. I'd say that's like the number one that I'm worried about. I think that I can pass it next year. This year I'm a bit worried about my mocks. I am revising science, but I really struggle with physics. I can't, because it's like maths and science combined, my 2 bad ones combined, it's just no. Overall, I think I'm getting through school. I feel like this year's so much harder and more stressful than the other years, but I'm getting through it. Could you explain what the GCSEs are? I'm from Germany and just don't get it. So GCSEs are like the exams which will give you a grade at the end of year 11, and that's when you kind of can either go to a college or do A levels there. So it's kind of like an exam which gives you the grade which will like put you into jobs and help you with all of that type of thing. I don't know if it's like this with every school, but with mine you have to do English, maths and science, and then you can pick, wait, I've forgotten how many it is. I think you pick 4 other subjects, yeah, you pick 4 other subjects then to add on which you want to do, and then you just take an exam on it. It's kind of simple to explain. What's your favourite brand, makeup, skincare, clothes, etc.? Makeup wise, I love Elf. They're my favourite brand. I also really love Florence by Mills skincare products. Clothing wise, White Fox and Brandy Melville, I would say my top 2. What's your favourite hair to do for school? To be honest, for school I'm quite boring with my hair because I'll like do it, I'll put it back and then I'll be like, no, I can't deal with that. I always have my hair out for school. I'll either curl it, straighten it, or leave it as it is. I'm not very experimental with my hair at school. Do you get noticed by people in your school or in public? In school, I don't think I do anymore. If I were to get noticed in school, it would probably be by younger years. My year, all of that kind of like excitement I think is over by now because I've known them for like 4 years now, and it's just kind of, I think they're used to it at this point. Like there used to be jokes about it, but now I think everyone's kind of used to it and kind of over it in a way. Most times when I go out I can see that people notice me, but I don't get people coming up to me that often anymore, which I actually really like when people come up to me. So if you're in public, I don't know if it's because like I go out with my friends now, because like I know if I saw like a YouTuber or like someone I liked with like friends, teenage friends, I'd be scared to go up to them. But honestly, my friends are really nice, and like I'm always up for taking a photo with someone. So if you see me in public, do come up to me. Are you scared to be in year 11 next year? Definitely scared for the GCSE part of it. Year 11 in general, I'm excited for it to be the last year more than scared. I'm just scared for my GCSEs. That's the only part of it I'm scared about, but pretty excited to be honest. I'm excited to finish that part of school. How is Nugget? Nugget is good. If you don't know who Nugget is, it's my leopard gecko. She's over there. She's still a girl. We thought she was a boy for a couple of months. We took her to like a gecko specialist because she stopped eating for a bit, and they were like, they referred to her as a she instead of a he, and we were like, what? This one's quite funny. Have you considered modelling? When I was younger, right, this is actually quite bad. My parents added me to this modelling thing and they declined me. So I did actually like, I didn't, my parents signed me up to it, but we didn't get in anyways. I have considered it before, but I don't think it's my cup of tea, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I've just never really been interested in that sort of thing. Like, I'm more into acting than modelling. But if I got offered to do a modelling job, I don't think I would turn it down, to be honest. I would love that, it would be fun. But I wouldn't do it as just a career, like I'd do it as just something for fun, to be honest. This is the last one. Why haven't you been posting? So the past couple of weeks I haven't been posting. So I remember 1 week was the half term and I was just really like occupied with like going out every day, to be honest. I just didn't feel like filming. And then now, because I'm revising for my mocks and I've been revising a lot, I just haven't got to it, to be honest with you. But like I'm trying to get back into it now. I'm sorry if like I keep being irregular with it. It's because now in my actual mocks I'm filming on the weekend instead, so I don't have to film next week. But I'm trying to get back into it, but I'm sorry if it's irregular at the moment. So that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed. I actually really enjoyed answering all of these questions. Normally I get quite like the same questions every time I film them, but I've got quite a few different ones this time, which is nice. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Enchanté.